Sacred Heart, just a tremendous team. Knew we were going to be in a dogfight all night long. We talked about just, understanding that it's going to be a close game. These games in the playoff are going to come down to the team that can execute the best and just find a way through the rest of it. A lot of credit to them. Davon Barnett had a tremendous game for him tonight. Joseph Lopez, their postcast, really had an excellent night. But at the end of the day, I was like the guys that got beside me, like the guys that got in that locker room. A lot of confidence that no matter what situations presented itself through the course of the night, that we can find a way to get a win, and that played itself out there at the end.
Can you talk about Junior's final few minutes there? He had, I think, 5 of your 7 or 5 of your last 9 points or so, and then a big assist to Chris Ray, too.
Yeah, Junior's a tremendous player. He has been his entire career here. One of the things I think, as he's bought into winning so much, you can tell when he's out there playing, that he really wanted this one tonight. Just his job defensively, I thought, was really excellent. Chasing down a lot of loose balls and stuff and being in the right places. He made plays down the stretch. I'm going to trust our guards, whether it's Elijah or Junior. I got 2 of them. Not a lot of people in this league have 2 guards in the backcourt they can trust in the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game like I do. So, I'm just trying to put the ball in their hands, trust that they can make the right plays, and tonight they're able to do that.
It seemed like you set the tone for you, too. You had 13 quick points in the first half.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird game. One of the things I'm always worried about in this first game is just going to be jitters. If you remember Junior in his first playoff game here, or Elijah his first playoff game last year, there's always a little bit of jitters involved. We only had Chris Ray Jr. and Elijah, Khalid, Will, and Charles had played in a game like this before. So, we wanted to make sure that we just had guys that were just loose and confident and able to make plays down the stretch there, and I thought we accomplished that.
Junior, to have the team put the ball in your hands down the stretch, make key plays, what does that mean to you, for them to have that trust in you?
It's a great feeling. Because they depend on me to do that. But like Coach said, we're a 2-point guard system, so either one of us can make plays at any point in time. So if you take one of us away, the other's going to make a play somehow.
Were you trying to set the tone there early with your offense?
I was just trying to be positive, make positive plays, and be what our team needed at that point in time. It wasn't really no thought process to it. Just be positive and be what our team needs.
Eli, a few words on your backcourt mate there and his effort tonight on really both halves.
Talking about Junior?
Yeah.
Oh, man, no. He came out and he was actually reading the ball screens really well. I could tell they're leveling the ball screens, and he was honestly just rising up and shooting with confidence like he always has and he always been. So, as soon as I seen him getting hot, I knew it was going to be good for me. I knew I could take a little bit of breaks on offense and try to focus on defense more on Quincy McKnight, because he's a pretty good player. And Junior obviously is a great player, so he could do whatever he wants on the offensive floor, and we all can trust him whatever he's doing because we're confident in him.
Jimmy, tie game with 2:07 to go, and just in 3 possessions, Junior hits a 3 off of Chris Ray's screen, I think. Next time down, he whips the pass down to Ray underneath. The next time down, he breaks the guy down and pulls up at basically the free throw line. That's kind of like all 3 of Junior's things. It's almost felt like, when in doubt, let Junior figure it out.
Yeah, he's
good.
I like he's got bars. These guys know, when we're sitting there and we're, under 5 minutes, under 6 minutes left, and it's a tie game and we're right there, I think we all get really excited because we work on execution so much, just trying to put the guys in the right places. One thing that was really important in that play where he hit Ray on the roll, Greg Alexander was behind. They wanted to help off of Greg. Greg just made a three a little while ago, so it opened up Ray. Thought it was a great decision by Junior. Elijah was in the corner. Elijah had 3 threes at that point. So we really spaced them out on that one play. They did a great job all night, ball screen defense. I had to give them a lot of credit. Great job all night, making us have to make adjustments, making us get deep into our playbook. But again, that was the sequence, and it's just kind of how the game plays out. Down the stretch, I got 2 guys that can really play. Elijah's really been shooting the ball well from the outside all year long. So when we put him in the corner off the ball a little bit, they have to respect him, and then we're just able to allow these guys to make plays.
And he also sticks pressure on the guy trying to make the 3 at the end there, taking time off the clock down there, so there's another component of it.
Tremendous. I don't know if these guys get enough credit. I think we had the lowest point total defense in the league and second efficiency. So I don't know if we get enough credit for the defensive job these guys do, because they do it on both ends of the floor. We haven't always had guards here that could do it on both ends. These guys do a great job of it.
Jamie and Miles Wilson had a tough first half, foul trouble, came out in the second half, had a nice second half with 10 points, made a 3 with just under 5 to go to put you up by 1. That was a big shot. So just talk about how big of a moment that is for him, being a freshman.
Well, one of the things I was talking about alluding to a little bit earlier is that the younger guys who haven't played in this game, their first halves are generally going to be pretty rocky. We try to try to allow them to kind of work themselves through that. I knew he'd be able to reset. You know, Miles Wilson went to Mount St. Joe's and played in one of the highest basketball leagues in the country, so we knew he'd be able to reset. You know, I think the biggest thing was that, you know, Elijah and Junior were able to take so much pressure off of Chris Ray. All those guys take so much pressure off of Miles. You know, most of the freshmen in this league that are all rookie team guys have to try to score the ball to help their team win. I thought he tried to do an excellent job defensively. It's 5 rebounds for us for clutch. And then, you know, stepping in there and making outside shots. You know, every day he's the last guy leaving the gym, working on his footwork, working on his handle, working on his shots. So everyone on our team knows if he elevates up off a catch and shoot, he's got an opportunity to make it. But, you know, big moment for him, being able to battle through there, reset himself at the half, battle the emotional stuff that goes on in the first round playoff game. Looking forward to him having a really good night, especially because he only played 26 minutes. So he's going to be one of the more fresh guys we have on the roster.
Did they play drastically differently in this game than they had the previous?
Definitely. They hedged the ball screen. They tried to switch at their place, and they switched to leveling, then they switched to hedge. So they did a lot of different ball screen coverages tonight. They did an excellent job. You know, when they had certain guys in, like when they had Mario Mastrovic in, they were going to really try to trap the ball screens. When they had Lopez in, they were leveling them and then switching them sometimes. And when they had some other guys in, they were just switching them. So they did a great job of mixing up their ball screen coverages. We're a ball screen heavy team. We play ball screen about 65 times a night. So they did a great job of mixing up their coverages. Again, I'm really fortunate that, you know, with the guards I have and the players we have and the system we have offensively, that when these guys are locked into it like they were tonight, you know, we're going to be able to find some holes in that.
What is your interpretation of that last foul on Chris Ray? I know you were lobbying for the intentional, because it was away from the ball.
I'm very confused
Yeah.
by it, because I was told that in college basketball, you're not allowed to foul off the ball like that, that it's an intentional foul, which would have given Junior 2 more shots at the free throw and then given us the ball. So I'm going to make sure I get clarification on that, because I thought I got clarification on that previous, and I'm not sure if that clarification wasn't understood through the rest of the games. But I'm going to make sure that I have a conversation with Jack Sweeney, because that's an intentional foul. In the NBA, you're allowed to do that, but in college basketball, you're not. And so you just can't do that, and that's a big play in the game. I think some of it has surprised the guys. They weren't really expecting it. But in general, you're not allowed to tackle someone out of bounds. That's usually not a play. So I'm going to make sure I get some clarification on that, because I'm very confused on that call, and that's a big play, and it can be a big play in the course of a game.
Good.
Okay.
You notice when I can call him out when I like.